Hey guys, I'm standing with my first guest, and please tell me what your name is and what you know about the EFF.
Okay, my name is QueenyQ&A, and what I know about EFF is led by Julius Malema, who we know departed from ANC, so it's kind of a serious rival.
Also, so Julius Malema on his current party, he's talking about land. What do you know about the land?
Land. What I know is they're trying to get black people their land.
What land is this? Like, what land are we talking about?
We're talking about farms. We're talking about the places that were taken from them by farmers.
But do you think that it's fair now that because he's gone, he wants land back? Who are we going to give the land to? Because now it's the new generation. Those were taken back there.
That is true. That is very true. So I guess what they're trying to do now is take the businesses
from the white people.
Exactly.
But do you think it's fair that
take over?
So are we going to take over from what other people? So do you think that white people are actually just going to be like, yeah, let's just do this. We're going to give you our businesses. Like, do you think
it's not going to be that?
But do you think that eventually Malema's going to take over?
I doubt it, because some people are voting for DA. Those who are more against ANC, they're voting for DA.
All right. Guys, it's about to rain, so I'm going to cut this interview very short, and then thanks, Pindy. Hey guys, I'm with my fourth guest, and today we're talking about the EFF, Julius Malema's political party, and I'm going to be asking him a couple of questions and what he thinks about it. Please tell me what your name is and what you know about the EFF.
What's up, guys? I'm your boy L from University of Johannesburg. Yeah.
What do you know about the EFF?
Well, basically, I know it's got something to do with politics, and it's being run by Julius Malema.
It's being run by Julius Malema.
Yeah.
So Julius Malema on his current party, he's talking about land. He wants he wants white people to give back the land to the black people. What do you say about that?
Well, I think you know what the whole EFF, what they're going for. I kind of like what they're going for, because not a lot of parties are actually heading to that direction. But in terms of the whole land situation, I think it's fair, but it's not a good business idea in terms of the country. Like, you should ask yourself, is this really going to help the country? Giving land to people that they don't know what to do with the land. So basically, they're going to give the land, and it's just gonna be land, and it's not going to be a business anymore, because the white people they've been in the business for a very long time, and they could probably do more with that land than what the black people could do.
So guys, what Al is saying is that black people are not probably educated enough, or they haven't been in the business long enough to know anything about the thing. But at the same time, do you think it's fair that the white people back then took that land? Because if somebody takes something from me, that means obviously I won't have enough education about it. I won't know anything about it. But if we give it back now, how is it going to help anybody?
Can you repeat the question?
How are we going to help the black people if they get back their land?
Well, I basically just think that within time, like, it shouldn't be done now. Because, like I said, people don't know what to do with the land. They don't know how to actually manage their soil.
Yeah.
And giving it to them now is going to be a waste. What they could do is, well, what's happening at the moment is a lot of black people are becoming educated. So maybe within time, they'll be able to, like, they'll have the knowledge to become farmers, and then make a living through that.
Malema is so opinionated, ne? What do you think of some of his opinions in general?
I think I think Malema he's a good guy. He's very mature. He's very mature right now. But basically, he's not mature enough to be the president. I would not like to see my children one day being run by Malema. Maybe if he gets a bit old, like when he's 50. I don't know. Like, he's got he's got a lot of experience. He's gaining a lot of experience. I think he'll mature in time, and then maybe in a few years' time I could.
But do you think actually white people at the moment? I think a lot of white people at the moment are very threatened by him because he's not asking, like he's not talking. He wants, like he demands for things. So what do you think about white people? Do you think any white person would ever vote for Malema?
No, they're actually leaving the country. I think I'm about to leave as well. Because it's getting scary right here. I mean, Malema's not... This guy is dangerous right now. This guy is seriously dangerous.
Guys, I don't think Malema is dangerous. I think he's
dangerous. What did he say? Manhandle them. Manhandle them. I mean, as a politician, you can't say that. You're going to end up in jail speaking like that.
Okay, so Malema is very strongly opinionated, guys, and white people are threatened by it. And everyone is like scared of talking. Actually, Al is one of the few people who actually said yes to allowing me to interview him, because everyone is so afraid to talk about Malema because he's so strongly opinionated. Manhandle, that's what Al said. So guys, I'll check you guys later. And please tell me what your name is and what you know about the EFF.
Okay, my name is Kanyi. I know that the EFF was started by Julius Malema, basically. Yeah.
So Julius Malema on his current party, he's talking about land. What do you know about the land? Do you think that you as a black person of South Africa have a land in this country?
No.
So you don't know
land? No.
So she doesn't know anything about the land, guys. She literally doesn't. So Malema says, actually this land thing, he wants to take white people's businesses, want to take the farms and give them to black people. Black people, first of all, are not literate enough, the old generation, to deal with the farms. What would you say to Malema about it?
Okay, I agree with him in part that he can give like some of the land to black people, but then he'd have to train them, because how do you expect an illiterate person to be economic about it?
Yeah. So she thinks education best for black people. We didn't get that back then. So do you think that right now Malema wanting the land now is like positive? Like at this point, we don't have enough black people who are literate in terms of farms and everything. So do you think that at this point Malema should be wanting land, demanding land?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Well, no, because at this point, not a lot of people want to study horticulture or agricultural studies, right? And then yes, because black people are still struggling. White people are making more money than black people still.
So Malema on his current party, I'm sorry to say, but it's only black people. There's no whites. What would you say to that?
Yeah, I guess it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay, and white people, a lot of white people are threatened by him. Do you think that anyone should be afraid of Julius Malema?
They should feel threatened. They should feel threatened.
They should feel threatened.
Well, because
but do you think it's a good thing?
There's no white people.
Yeah, but do you think it's a good thing that our country in 2013 we still have white people fearing like we feared? Do you think also apartheid?
I don't think fear should be an issue actually
at all.
Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue.
Hey guys, I'm back and I'm with my second guest. Her name is Kamothy, and what we're going to be talking about today is people twerking at funerals. There's this culture that people are doing. They twerk at funerals. I don't know what that is for. Apparently when you're part of a gang and you die, they go to your funeral, they play house music, they twerk, like they just disrespect your funeral, period. So I'm going to be gathering information and asking people what they think of this new culture that black people have created. So Kami, please tell me what you think of the whole thing of the culture that has been created by black people.
I think maybe it's just people getting too excited because at a funeral you're supposed to respect this person that passed away and the family. So if now you're gonna be twerking and doing all these sexual rules, it's disgusting. But then again, you can imagine that if you're part of a gang and you pass away after some of your gang members have passed away, this is the life that you guys live. So your friends are now taking your actions out so that your family can see them just as you show other families. So I don't know, people do it and it's annoying, yeah, but
so basically you're saying that it's not right Or do you think that people have just created this culture just because they're bored? They don't know what to do with their lives anymore?
It's not about boredom, because it defeats the purpose of okay, it's following trends, let's just say that, because twerking now has been like it has become a thing. But then again, people have been dancing and doing funny things at funerals before. So it's not only starting now. It's not about twerking, it's about the behavior.
But in your
Never
opinion,
mind twerking, even dancing and doing all that, it's bad at a funeral. Yes, you have your after tears and stuff where you can do that, but you can't do it where you are now saying goodbye to this guy or this woman.
so in your opinion, if one of your family member was a gang member and they came to do that at your family's funeral, what would you say to those people?
I don't think there's anything you can say. They were friends, they were together, they know each other. You all have the same right to be there. So if people want to do that, then it's done. Unless if they're asked to go, but would they really go?
So you wouldn't ask, but in your opinion, would you ask them to leave?
Yeah.
So Cami doesn't like the idea of twerking at funerals or dancing or whatever that is. So I'm gonna go to my third guest and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Hey guys, I'm back and I'm with my third guest, Cables, and I'm gonna be asking him the same question. Please tell me what you think of this whole tradition that's been created by black people twerking at funerals.
Well, you see, when it comes to twerking, I don't mind seeing somebody twerk, right? But then in funerals, it's a different story. You check. I don't think it's cool, like at a funeral. Maybe at a wedding or something, or a party, not just a funeral. They gotta respect that somebody who died. You know what I mean?
But because it's a gang member, it's a tradition for them. It's a tradition. So if somebody were to do that at your funeral, your uncle or someone who was a gang member, what would you say to them?
I still don't think it would be cool, right? I still don't go with it. Twerking at a funeral, just out, cancel it, especially.
Okay, they also play like house music and all that. What do you think of that?
At a funeral.
At a funeral, yeah.
Like while the funeral is still going on.
No, at the graveyard. They do everything there at the graveyard. They twerk at the graveyard, they play house music at the graveyard.
I just think it's too bad for a funeral to be playing house. People gotta be like, all in sorrow for that somebody who just left them, We don't need to be playing house like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's okay.
So people, I think people don't understand this. People, actually, it happens at the graveyard. It doesn't happen at the funeral. It happens at the graveyard. They disrespect the whole thing at the graveyard. What's this? What's that?
We get it.
Yeah.
Coffin.
A coffin. As the coffin goes down, they actually busy twerking next to it, type of thing. They're still doing that whole thing. They wear mini skirts. You guys can actually go and Google this. It's there. SA twerking at funerals. Some girls are twerking. They showing butt, literally showing butt at funerals. So if you were to see your sister being part of a gang, they have to twerk for this person who's dead. What would you say to your sister?
I just tell her to stop doing that. That's too disrespectful. Because you can't just twerk at a funeral, just out. Twerking is a form of dance which, expose a whole lot of shit. We don't need to see that. You understand? On a funeral. So it's just out for me. I just don't go with it.
But your sister, if your sister were to do that, would you literally grab her and take her out of that place? Or
most probably I'll just snatch her and take her out of there, She's too disrespectful for what she's doing.
So Bongani, what do you know about the EFF?
What the hell is the EAF? Okay.
The EFF is Julius Malema's new political party.
Oh, okay. I've heard about that. I've heard about the guy starting a new party.